Hey, my Young and the Restless fans. Yes, we still at the gala and we have more to talk about even in this episode. First, Phyllis disappears en route to the hospital. Chance asks questions to Diane. Tucker warns Ashley and Devon asks Abby to move in. Welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS Soaps, both the Young and the Restless and the Bold and the Beautiful. This is your Young and the Restless recap for March 31st. And without any further ado, let's talk about this episode. So we're back at the gala, and Jeremy whipped out a marriage license dated 3 days ago. And Michael actually looked at it and said it was legit. I guess welcome to the family, Jeremy. And I gotta say, both Phyllis and Jeremy, they seem like they're actually an attractive pair. They might as well go ahead and pursue that. But I don't know if we're going to actually get that, depending on how the storyline is going to go. Now, Jeremy said that she married him because people pushed her to a new low. And of course, this is all part of the plan. But I mean, hey, at least he admitted that, they didn't marry because of any type of love. Now we swing over to the Abbott mansion where we see Tucker is still trying to talk Ashley into marrying him, saying that it doesn't have to be anything fancy. They can even elope. And of course, she turned him down. That's no shocker there. Now, Tucker doesn't want to take no for an answer, though. I mean, he started naming all of the things that he's done for her. He even reminded her how he offered to set up her company for her. And he's pulling out all the stops. But honestly, these two got a lot of chemistry together. I would actually like to see these two pursue a storyline together. Now we're back over at the gala, and Chance finally showed up. Being that he's the only cop in Genoa City, he wants to know what's going on. Now, he says it seemed like somebody didn't want him to be there as he was sent on a wild goose chase, and we can see Jeremy's face looking like, oh, yeah, so obviously he did that. Jeremy filled him in on Diane choking, and Jeremy said that Phyllis had reason to fear Diane. Now, it didn't seem that way when she went on that tirade before everything had happened, before she left on the ambulance. And I mean, if she feared her so much, why did she follow her upstairs? Now, Chance asked about her mental state, and Nate said that she wasn't drunk at all. It had to be something else. So obviously, whatever this is, I guess eventually we'll get to the bottom of what actually happened to Phyllis. So then we see Diane telling Chance how Phyllis lured her upstairs. And I mean, Chance, if you actually look at this, you can tell this was a whole setup between Phyllis and Jeremy to get back at Jack and Diane. Diane gave him the lowdown of what happened. Jack told Chance, look, we're not criminals here. And yeah, obviously the criminal is in that corner looking at everybody gaslighting. So then we see Summer and Daniel come rushing back in, and Summer is so upset because the ambulance is gone. They lost track of it. She said that the dispatcher don't even know where her mom is and how she was never even taken to the hospital. Now, come on, you guys. I know you can't tell that this is a setup. Now, Jeremy doesn't even seem too worried about his missing bride either. Daniel didn't tell Jeremy Stark that his mother would never marry a lowlife like him. Well, she did, according to that marriage license that Michael confirmed. So then we see Sharon saw Phyllis's mask on the floor. Chance picked it up for evidence. However, somebody else is watching the room, which honestly could give a lot of insight because she actually saw Phyllis run up the stairs behind Diane, and that is none other than Leanna Love. And yeah, she's taking it all in, thinking that she got the biggest story of the year, even though Sharon tried to shut her down. But we know with Miss Leanna, this is everything she needs to create her fantabulous story. So in other conversations, we see Amanda trying to kind of put the pieces together about what happened to her friend Phyllis and how she didn't know anything about any of this. Listen, we didn't know anything about this marriage either. We just found out the same time you did. Then the conversation switches to Devon, and as it looks if it's Amanda is trying to talk Lily out of really reconciling fully with her own brother because she still obviously have issues with Devon. However, Lily was like, listen, my relationship with Devon and yours are two different ball games. So I understand you might have some hurt and some pain there, but this is my brother. I've known him a lot longer, and hey, we're family. And then, of course, Victoria is still super thirsty over Nate, and Audra is like lurking in the background, trying to throw little, I guess, hints and conversations. And of course, Victoria is not trying to hear it. However, she decides to go over and check on Nate to see how he's doing. And between Nate, Elena, and Victoria, let the competition begin because he's in the middle watching the two of them go back and forth to see who's going to win his heart. I think honestly Elena has the upper hand right now because she is currently his girlfriend and she already know that Victoria is coming for her man. Then we see Devon has now made it home. Abby has already been there, changed her clothes. She comes down to let him know that Dominic is resting. And then the whole conversation switches to all of the drama unfolding back at the gala. There's some conversation about Phyllis. And then there's conversation about Amanda and how everything went down. However, something interesting happened in this moment as I guess Amanda spoke it into existence because we see Devon actually asking Abby to move in with him. And then finally, we see Audra. She's trying to, I guess, put the pieces together to figure out what her next move is. And then Tucker comes in and buy her a drink. They both throw shots at each other as Audra is supposedly going after Nate and Tucker is supposedly going after Ashley. However, she comes up with the bright idea to bring JT Hellstrom back to town and she needs Tucker's help to get this all put in motion. My question is she actually going for Nate's heart or for Nate's job? Okay, so there you have it, your Young and the Restless recap for Friday, March 31st, 2023. Stay tuned for the bold and the beautiful recap also for today. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye.